Hey, what's going on, guys? It's TrackYT here, or Nick, back with another brand new SkyBlock Island build video. Welcome back, guys. I have another brand new SkyBlock Island build for you guys. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we're going to start things off on the outside of the island because, well, I think that's kind of one of the major focal points of the build is that we have built a massive island. And surprisingly enough, I have actually built this all by hand. And some of you guys are probably wondering right off the start, guys, Nick, how am I going to build this in a survival SkyBlock server? Well, guys, I actually have done something very similar to this in my own survival SkyBlock series that I did a while back, and it is possible. It takes a very long amount of time, but it is possible, and at the end of the day, you get a massive, amazing looking island. So that's what I got for you guys today. So the theme of the island is more or less like, I just wanted to theme it off camping, to be honest with you. You know, it's summertime here where I live, and I actually haven't gone camping this year, but I do enjoy myself a good camping trip, and I thought that I would theme this entire build around the idea of camping. So to be able to get that camping feel, you gotta make the terrain and I guess the environment feel very wildernessy and very like you're in the thick of the woods. So we themed this at, we use kind of a darker palette, but we want to really make it feel like you were in a forest. So to do that, we had to make large, nice custom trees, and then we had to make the ground very earthy. So we had to add in a lot of coarse dirt, some podzol, which in my eyes, it kind of resembles like almost like a muddy ground with some leaves on top of it. And then of course we had to add regular grass in there, and all those blocks combined together give a really nice forest effect. And I think it's a great block palette to be able to build in a camping / forest theme build. And then we threw in some dead bushes, some grass in there, some mushrooms, and some pumpkins to give it a little bit of splash of color. And I think it ended up turning out really well, especially because the shape of it all flows really well together. So you got yourself a nice little area to be able to showcase your island. Now you're probably wondering, well, Nick, this isn't that much of a SkyBlock island. It's literally just a floating island. How am I supposed to like play SkyBlock on it? You know, where am I going to put all my stuff? Where am I going to get some money from? It just looks cool. Well, guys, it's actually functional, and I'll show you that in a little bit. What's really nice about the idea of building a very large floating island is that means that there's going to be probably quite a large space on the inside, and that is actually where you're going to go ahead and put all of your stuff to make money, to sell stuff, and just pretty much do SkyBlock things. As well as if you wanted to, you could build a nice flat area at the very bottom of your island and put a lot of farms in there. I know a lot of people tend to do that in SkyBlock, and I actually was one of those people, so I built a really nice cool island up top that people would warp to and see, and then I would put all my stuff to actually like get money and play the SkyBlock game mode down below, and that works out really well. So not only is this a really cool area up here, is actually probably a really cool place to set an IS warp, so that way people can come to your island and run around, and they have a place to do that. One thing you could, even if you wanted to do to attract more people to your island, is maybe put like a little pond in right here so people can fish on your island, and then they can, you know, just chill on your island. You'll have a really nice community there. Or if you wanted to, you can go into the little tent over here and you can go down this ladder. But before we go down the ladder, we've got some chests in here that you can actually use for real storage. Now, they're just decorative at the moment, so they're kind of placed randomly, but if you wanted to, you do have space right here to be able to put in at least a double chest here, and a double chest here, and then a little bit back here. These ones you can't open because, well, there's a block above them, but you know, it looks really nice, so I figured why not put them there. Okay, we'll go down the ladder now so that way you can see what's down here. Obviously, there was a very large space inside the island, and I thought that we probably should go ahead and fill it in with something. So when you come down this ladder, you're greeted with a very nice grand roof right here. It's kind of all over the place, but it's kind of symmetrical. This side's the same as that side, which kind of tames that overall, I guess, wildness that it has. So you've got this really nice balcony that you can look over the entire rest of the build, and this guy's down here is actually supposed to be a shop. And then you've got 2 staircases on either side that you can go down, and you can walk all the way down here, and then you're greeted with a nether portal. Now, I'm not exactly sure how many SkyBlock servers allow you to go to the nether, but I have played on SkyBlock servers that allow that, so I figured why not throw it in here in a very nice decorative way and kind of fill up some empty space. So that was kind of my goal with that. And then if you pull 180, you got your shop back here. Now, if you did not want this to be a shop, you could actually turn this into probably a storage system or really whatever you wanted to, but I always found that it was really cool to have a really nice shop on a SkyBlock server. That was one of the things that actually I feel like set me apart on the SkyBlock servers that I've played on, is that I had a really nice shop, and a lot of people liked coming to visit because most people on that, I guess, SkyBlock server weren't really focusing on the build as much as like grinding out to be IS top, and I think that's what set myself apart, and hopefully that can do the same for you guys. And so how this works is, well, you would put the item that you want to sell. Let's say you wanted to sell an enchanted dead bush. You put it in the item frame, and then you put your sign on the actual chest, the buy/sell sign, and then people could go ahead and buy whatever's inside the chest. So you had enough room for, I believe that it's like maybe 10, 12, maybe my math's terrible. I think it might be 14 for all I know, but you have plenty of room to add a couple different items that you want to sell. So let's say you had like a big pumpkin farm, or you sold logs or saplings. You had enough room to be able to sell what you wanted here. And if you wanted to, you could put like a chest here and a chest here and a sign, and then you would have even more space to sell stuff. Now you're probably wondering, well, Nick, that's not that much room on an island. You have such a massive island. Why didn't you go ahead and do more with the space you had? Well, there actually is even more space back in this area back here, and you can go down more too if you wanted to. You can actually go up, I believe, over here too. I just wanted to leave you guys a little bit of space to kind of do whatever you want, because a lot of different people are playing on different SkyBlock servers, so I figured that they probably would want to be able to at least do a little bit of the work themselves, so I left you guys room to do that. And I even tried to mix in some light here and there. I mean, I play with my gamma or my brightness fully up, so that way there's 0 dark spots, just because one, it helps with videos and being able to see things, and as well as I don't really like being in the dark in Minecraft, so I have my gamma fully up. So I did try to fix in some lights in little convenient little spots, so that way those of you guys that don't play with your gamma all the way up can actually see down here. And there's definitely more places that you could add in more light, so if you really wanted to, here's a quick suggestion for a quick little floor light. Wherever there's a log on the ground, you could put a lantern there and then put a trapdoor on top of it if you wanted to. That'll look very nice, and it'll be a nice way to light up your space. Another thing that you guys could do if you wanted to is you guys could knock out these fake windows right here and put a balcony behind this entire thing right here, and that would look really cool. And if that's what you guys wanted to, that would be really good for expanding, and I highly suggest doing that, so that way you guys can turn this build to kind of something of your own. Now that's pretty much the entire island. I mean, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but I like to play SkyBlock in kind of a weird way, I guess. I like to play it where I focus a lot on making my island the coolest looking island on a server, rather than becoming IS top. I think that takes a lot more dedication than making your island look cool, and you know, I'm a little time I crunched, I guess, so I went ahead and built a very nice looking island for you guys, so that way you guys can be the #1 coolest looking island on your SkyBlock server. So we will fly around the island really quick, so that way you guys can get a good idea of what this island looks like. It's a very nice textured island. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could go even more over the top, and you could put texture in all of this by doing like adding cobblestone or andesite and really making the build even cooler. But I figured a lot of people, I guess, aren't gonna have the resources for that, so I just went flat stone, and then I went dirt up top, and then I did texturize the top of the island, but that was because I feel like it needed to happen to make the island look as cool as possible. And then again, we'll fall down here. You got your nice little campsite right here with your campfire and your little pot cooking some stuff over the fire. And then again, you have your ladder over there to go down to the shop below. And that's, again, pretty much the entire island. Now, I hope this island you guys enjoyed because, well, I enjoyed making it and I think it turned out really, really good. Now, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, are these the kind of islands that you guys like to see or want to see? Because, well, I play SkyBlock, like I said, in a very different way. I don't always stress on being the #1 island. I more or less stress, I guess, on having the nicest or I guess sexiest looking island on any given SkyBlock server. So I know a lot of people are like, well, Nick, where's your massive pumpkin farms? Where's your spawners? Where's all that stuff to make you the richest person on the server? Well, I just don't have that. I just don't enjoy doing that. I mean, obviously, you're going to need those in some form of way to be able to make money to buy all the supplies to build a cool island. But typically what I do, again, I put it on the very bottom of the island. I make a flat platform that pretty much the entire width and length of my island, and I put all my farms and stuff down below to be able to make money to build this absolutely massive contraption up top. But guys, that is where we're going to bring today's video to a wrap. If you guys did enjoy today's episode or you guys enjoyed today's build, definitely show your support down below. And while you're down there, guys, there is a download link in the description to be able to download the schematic file for this build so that way you guys can implement it into your own SkyBlock server or single player world. But guys, all I ask is if you guys are going to download this build, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button before you go to that link, because I would love to feel, I guess, appreciated for making these builds. Because you know what's funny is, like, I give out downloads for some of my builds, and like some of my builds have more downloads than I have subscribers, and I feel used in a way. So if you guys are going to go ahead and download this build, make sure to hit that subscribe button first and then go ahead and enjoy the schematic file. But as always, guys, I'll stop going off on my little rant. I love you all. See you guys next time. Peace out.